Oh, you did a Mazza still, did a Mazza still, did a Mazza still, did a Mazza still.
Right, so welcome to this. I'm going to be reacting to the fight that took place in July a couple months ago. It's the first reaction I've done since the fight, really. I've said a few things here and there on Twitter, but nothing major. I walked into Crepton Conan. Don't waste my time. We're going to start from the walk-in. I look pretty nervous, especially there, but I wasn't. I was so gassed. I've been waiting a long while to fight in terms of training-wise, and in the change room I've been waiting a few hours because the event was slightly delayed. But yeah, I was so gassed, and you can tell sort of, but at the same time I'm absolutely bricking it, but I weren't. I was in a good place mentally, and I couldn't wait to get started. I don't really remember what my coach was saying here. I can remember parts of what my coach was saying throughout the fight, but not much. Adrenaline took a huge factor, but yeah, we're just sort of waiting to get going here. Ref says something to me. Don't remember a word, but I think he just checked my gum shield, judging by there. I was just waiting really, and sort of had a couple minutes to myself. Not minutes, but a couple moments just in my own head, just saying to myself how I wanted the fight to go. The announcer sort of just calls it here, calls my name. I do some weird stretch thing, not sure why. Not a clue, but yeah, just sort of talking to coaches again, and I think we get called forward here. Yeah, and my whole plan was to stare my opponent dead in the eye the whole way through the ref talks. That's sort of like Mike Tyson-esque, I would say. And in reality, I just sort of stared at the ref. I weren't thinking really. And yeah, so I just sort of stood, and I hit my gloves a couple of times just to let them know I'm gassed. And then we get called forward, and 3, 2, 1, off we go. It was a dreadful start by me, as you can tell. The pace I'm setting is absolutely insane. There was no way it was sustainable. Get clocked already. I don't know, game plan just went out the window first 30 seconds. Adrenaline was pumping, and it took me just a few moments. Maybe that hit in the head sort of helped it, but I don't know, I weren't settled at all. Obviously first fight, so it's probably quite natural. Here we go. I start to move, starting to get the movement, the range, just throwing off a couple of jabs, just testing it out, just testing his reaction time. A few feints here and there. They're not wholehearted jabs, they're just sort of testing his reactions. Solid head movement there. I think that was what helped me settle. I just sort of flicked his shot over my chest. No need for head movement. There's an awful shot at his shoulder for some reason, and just sort of waiting the time. Not much is going on, I'm not gonna lie. It's very scrappy. Good head movement again right there. It's just sort of the first round I just wanted to feel him out a bit, throw a few jabs to the body, which great head movement again coming up. There we go. But yeah, I just wanted to throw it to his body as well, keep him guessing instead of just head hunting straight away. And another jab. I think I got clocked here. Yeah, awful defense. I don't know what was going on, because my whole movement is around, like my whole defense is around head movement. A couple times it slipped, but I guess it's natural for the first couple fights. It's pretty scrappy first round. Not much happens. I think there we go. I start to up the heat slightly. It's still not great. The whole first round wasn't great, but I was starting to up the heat slightly at the end, and I think that's the end of the round. Right. So strengths from that round. It was quite a shaky round, but I kept him guessing. I did incorporate the jab a bit, varied my shots quite a bit going to the body. Obviously head movement, as you can see here. I flick it over my shoulder, and my hands are down at the time, which doesn't impair my vision, which is obviously very useful. Weaknesses, I definitely wasn't settled. I can't remember much from the fight, but I know I weren't thinking straight. It's pretty obvious. I just needed to settle down really. So then after that round, obviously sat down. My coach was just trying to calm me down. I was obviously not thinking straight. I weren't settled in the ring at all. He didn't need to overload me with information. He was just saying, instead of going round with the hook, as I was like, there was points where I was hooking his shoulder and stuff just for an excuse to hook without realising. Instead of that, if I just go straight and just throw a 1-2 instead of a jab and then a hook, because it clearly wasn't working. And I was taking a little sip of water. He was trying to speed me up a little bit in my head movement as well, because at some points I was ducking when I didn't need to, which is fair enough. It's clearly a valid criticism, and yeah, he's clearly just saying instead of going round with the hook, go straight through. And we're approaching getting ready for round 2. My opponent's up first, which is strange because I was quite fit, but yeah, and here we go. Don't know what the ref's doing, is trying to escape by the look of it, and the bell goes and we're off. Touch gloves, sign of respect. It's not exactly, it's a charity boxing match, so there's no need to get too competitive over it, and not too shaky, but I'm clearly more settled. I'm just throwing a couple feints, keep my head still and bait him, and bang 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 bang, back of the head one we'll ignore. I wasn't intentional, I was just hitting what was in front of me. Ref splits us, rightly so I guess, and then he just comes gunning for me, and it just continues. I don't know whether it was the headshot, but he just keeps, none of them hit me, but he's just piling on the pressure, and I just knew I had to buy my time a little. I was throwing a couple jabs here and there just to keep him at range, and duck, and then throw a body shot, and now I'm back in control. 1, 2, the one doesn't even need to connect, it just needs to be a feint to get him to react, and another big headshot. The whole point of this round in the game plan was to apply the pressure a lot more. Another 1-2, another 1-2. Clearly listened to my coach, and not much going on there. Great head movement, a little stiff jab to the head. 1, 2, 3. It weren't the cleanest of connections, but they're all ones that would count. And then he just punches thinner, and this is something I need to work on, footwork, because I was so flat-footed there. If he'd have hit me with a big shot, it wouldn't have gone great. And I think I start getting good again here. Yeah, I hit him with a couple of decent shots. I'm keeping out of his range. I'm punching and then getting out, which is obviously crucial, because if you can punch and then don't take a shot, it's very good, as shown in that head movement. He's not hit me at all there. He's obviously using a slight bit of energy, as now we just seem to have a break. Half round, great stiff jab to the head. That didn't connect, I'll be honest. Another stiff jab, and then I'd get out of the way for the last part. Right, so in terms of strengths, I think head movement, I obviously applied the pressure a lot more in this round. I'd say easily dominated it. Head movement was on point. I don't think he connected with any major shots at all, really. I was obviously hitting with a 1-2 the whole time. Like even here, it's great intelligence by me. Keep the head still, bait him into the shot, because he wasn't producing much. And same here. There, the footwork was very off. I was very square on, but then there, like, he couldn't really land a shot. And also my shot selection improved a lot. I went into a lot more of a straight technique, a lot of 1-2s instead of the hooks, of course. Right, so in terms of weaknesses for the second round, in terms of performance, not much. However, all of my energy was gone when I sat down. I was panting heavily. I was trying not to show it. I was trying to show I was fine. Don't remember much of what my coach was saying. I think he was just reiterating the go straight instead of curving round. I don't remember much. I weren't lightheaded or anything, but I was absolutely shattered. I was just my whole tactic for the third round was simply, because I was so tired, I had to sort of restructure my tactics for the round, because originally it was where I was going to absolutely like cement the win, but it was more, I didn't want to take any clear shots. I just wanted to survive in the round, because I thought I'd done enough. It was a close first round. I'd say I maybe slightly edged it, and then the second round I clearly dominated. So I just wanted to make sure, essentially, not getting knocked out, because I was absolutely shattered. So it means, in any way possible, keeping out of range. Occasionally I apply the pressure, but it's not exactly the greatest round for me. The ref has a talk to us and just sort of says, "Can you settle it down?" Which was very strange in a boxing match, but he's the ref, he's in charge, I guess. And a whole going through my head, I just wanted to keep my hands busy, because then hopefully he'll be busy defending. And so that was actually a sick left hook. Good combo. Here, the camera goes, but he just pushes me. I was like, what is going on here? And we just exchanged blows. And bear in mind, as you can tell, this guy he was 94 kilos and I came in at 72. So absolutely insane when it came to like weight comparisons. But there I was like, okay, he is clearly very aggravated. So I had to try to peg him down a peg. Hit him with a couple there. I started combining the left hook with the 1-2, which is good. But in terms of combinations, I didn't do much throughout the round. I'm just clutching here. I just please just survive. I'm trying so hard. I can't remember what happened to it, I'm not gonna lie. Another sick left hook. A very strange attempt to clinch there. Just absolute forearm into the nose. Made it quite hard to breathe, but we'll move forward. I'm just trying to keep the pressure on. Even I'm so tired, but I'm just trying to fight through it, because if he realises him tired, like even there, the head movement, which usually is perfect, there we're in a clinch. He just smacks me, which I guess is my own fault for not being protected. But oh my! And at this point, I'm gassing. I'm so tired. I turn my back just literally just because I need a ref to break it up, which is awful. It's such a pussy way to do it. But I was like, I need to get through this somehow, and that was the end of the round. I go back to my corner. They said they think I won. I would heavy breathing to the max. So I think in terms of strengths, given how tired I was, there won't be much really. But combinations, I started to add the left hook in, which is always going to be good. Mix it up a little. And just the fearlessness, I'd say, to go toe-to-toe with him here, trade shots, someone who's a lot heavier than me. In terms of weaknesses, I'd say it wasn't the most attacking round for me. I was just trying to get through it, I'm not going to lie. All of my adrenaline left in at the end of round 2. I used it all up in that round. So the whole of this round, I was on the back foot just trying to survive, because I also, in all honesty, I thought I had the win also, so just ensuring I didn't get knocked out. And something I haven't shown before, here was the original plan. This is made on the 30th of May, a couple months before the fight. I just wanted to tire him out the first couple rounds, apply more pressure in the second, which I did do successfully, and then grab the knockout in the third when they were tired. But realistically, all adrenaline left, and I ended up getting tired in the end, which is something I'll learn from, I guess. Overall, I'm fairly happy with my performance. I think enhancing stuff like head movement, you don't usually see to the level I used at this level. Which is a positive, and it's the style I want to go for in the long run, because if you don't take shots, you don't pick up injuries as much. And the most motivating thing is the crowd, which I'm going to be quiet for so you can hear it now. Yeah, hearing the crowd chant my name like that gassed me up, and although I didn't get the official decision, I wouldn't change anything other than the decision from the fight. I'm pretty happy with my performance. Obviously there's bits to improve, which I've got the footage for, so we can work on them. There'll be a video coming out at some point for the aims for the next camp. I'm currently just started camp this week, and we're working for that 7th of December fight. And stick it in your diary, because it's going to be a good one. There'll be a lot of content in the build up being released on MAZZA. Obviously the Redemption series, which we announced a couple, I think last week now, it's going to be sick. There's a lot of professionalism behind it, and a lot of ideas coming through for it, and I'm training a lot harder than these videos show, I promise. But yeah, if you could check out all of the socials below, mine and Mazza's, and I hope you've enjoyed this video, a little insight into my mind during the fight. And thank you and peace.
There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man? You must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible. It's not probable. You're irresponsible. Too many obstacles. You gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow. You can't be a pro. No